The architect imagined the Helsinki Guggenheim Museum would be like diamond, with smaller footprint at the bottom and larger at the top. It is big and beautiful, yet clear, light-weighted, non-obstructive, and straightforward with a single mass gesture. The idea of the design comes from the site of Port Helsinki itself, where hills from southwest meets with Shipport in the northeast, creating a gap that would be bridged by a Guggenheim museum. The articulation of diamond is then represented in the building shape. The building has to be monumental and grand-looking, with striking geometric cuts. Yet although the architect's vision of the museum monumental state should not surpass the grandness of the city hall nearby in the northern area, the architect wants to adapt local public space, such as Market Plaza on the north side, onto the site area to create a feeling of seamless access, and manifests Finnish openness tradition. From the 19,000 square meters of available site in the Makosiani terminal area, the architect only converting 12,000 of the area to be developed. The feel of the diamond shape occurred on the base of the building, where the footprint or the building base takes only 4,000 of square meters. This would make the museum very space efficient in terms of site area usage. The architect designed a large public plaza on the north nearly as 10,000 square meters or a half of the site, with a maze garden. The building design first approaches from the placement of the atrium. The architect visions a three-level huge atrium from the base to the top, directing natural light from the sky to the base and entrance of the museum. Food and beverages are uniquely set outside the building mass, creating a tiny mass differentiate from the striking museum mass. This was intended to create public vibe outside the building, and suppress the separation of exterior and interior behind the wall. This F&B building is completely clad by glass, offering clear view for the visitors throughout the site, museum and the Helsinki Bay, while they have a dinner. The main feature of the building design is the huge multi-leveled continuous exhibition hall and gallery, ensuring ease of access for the visitor and freedom for displaying the crafts. This design inspired by the New York Spiral Museum, where the visitor feels seamless to the flow of the galleries. These galleries slopped upwards and finally connected to the indoor garden about 20 meters above the surface. This scale thus creating a unique experience of the building, as an art piece for the city. The rooftop garden also resembled the hill adjacent to the site, where visitors could have 360 view of the city hall, harbor, and the park on the hillside. The performance hall complex also concealed in the building mass about 8 meters above the surface. From the opposite direction, where the main entrance is located, there is also a bridge connection, connected the museum to the park on the hillside. Finally, with the development of the Guggenheim Helsinki Museum, the architect expected an enhancement of experience to the cultural aspect of the city as well as city looks, without compromise the essence of what would ideally the existing site being experienced by the society. The Guggenheim Helsinki, the Museum of the Future.